Hola mis amores y bienvenidos a mi canal Everyday Español. I'm so excited you joined us for today's lesson because we're going to be talking about the most versatile verb in Spanish, the verb echar. Spanish speakers use this verb all the time, native Spanish speakers, and it can mean a million different things. So let's explore the 25 different ways you can use the verb echar in your everyday Español so you can sound more native. Now that we're diving into a little bit more nuanced topic that a lot of people want once they're a little more advanced, make sure you're still on that Unacademy app, brushing up on those very basic skills so that you don't ever lose them. So now that we're in today's video all about the verb echar, I want to make sure and remind you to make sure you're still practicing your lessons on the Unacademy app. And if you don't have it, download it. That's how you're going to get your daily Spanish dosage, all in quick hitter lessons. Without any further ado, let's dive right into the first use of the verb echar. The first way we can use the verb echar is to mean to throw. For example, eche tu camiseta en el bote de la ropa sucia. I threw your shirt in with the dirty clothes laundry. We're tackling this one and this definition first because, quite frankly, it's the most common. But followed up by our second most common use or meaning of the verb echar is to add. So in this sense, when we're saying it means to add, we're saying to add as in a recipe to a dish of food. For example, le echo cilantro a mis tacos. I add cilantro to my tacos. Another way we can use the verb echar is to pour. Again, kind of in the realm of cooking and recipes. Por ejemplo, échame un poco más de soda. Échame un poco más de soda. Give me a little bit more soda. Pour me a little bit more soda. Echar can also mean to send, as in to send something by mail. For example, ¿ya echaste la carta en el correo? Have you already sent the letter by mail? Echar can also mean to fire somebody. So for example, you can say, me echaron de mi trabajo. They fired me from my job. Echar can also mean to release smoke, like something is giving off smoke, like actual fumes coming out, not as like a figurative speech, like actually fumes. So for example, we could say, tu carro echa mucho humo. Tu carro echa mucho humo. Your car releases a lot of smoke. Now, it can also mean to throw out or to kick out. Like if you get kicked out of some place or you get thrown out, you would use the verb echar. For example, nos echaron de la biblioteca. They threw us out of the library. Now, I kind of want to dive into more idiomatic uses of the verb echar. You can use the phrase echar a perder to mean to ruin or to rot. For example, you could say, echaste a perder mi teléfono. Echaste a perder mi teléfono. You ruined my phone. You can also use this verb to say echar un vistazo, to take a look. You could also say échale un vistazo a tu hermana. Échale un vistazo a tu hermana. This would mean take a look at your sister. Echar la llave is another way we can say to lock the door. For example, we could say échale la llave y vámonos. Échale la llave y vámonos. Lock the door and let's go. Another one we could say is echar de menos, to miss somebody or something. Say your boyfriend or your girlfriend is leaving you and you're going to miss them so much, and you would say something like this. Todavía no te vas, pero te echo de menos mucho. Te echo de menos mucho. You haven't left yet, but I still miss you. I already miss you. We could also use echar leña al fuego to say adding fuel to the fire. For example, no le eches leña al fuego. Don't add fuel to the fire. We can also say echarle ganas, to put effort into something. Échale ganos, chicos. Échale ganos, chicos. Put effort into it, guys. Let's go. Put effort into it. Our countless uses of the verb echar is echar raíces. Echar raíces means to lay down roots, or it means to settle down. Laying roots, settling down, all the same thing. For example, Carlos ya no va a volver. Echó raíces en Argentina. Carlos is not coming back. He already laid down roots, settled down in Argentina. You can also say echar una mano, to help out. Por ejemplo, ¿me echas una mano con mi tarea? Can you help me out with my homework? I kind of think of this one like, can you lend me a hand? Mano, okay? Me echas una mano con mi tarea. Will you lend me a hand? Will you help me out with my homework? What number are we on now? 16? I think 16. Let's take a break. Pause. And let's hop onto our Unacademy app to do a quick hitter lesson of the day. Okay, it says match the following. Mi suéter rosado, mi camisa es rosada. Okay, complete the sentence. El vestido es rosado y la camisa es negra. Bien. Translate the sentence. The dress is black and white. El vestido es negro y blanco. Perfecto. In just 1 minute and 1 second, I completed my quick Unacademy lesson of the day. Let's jump back in. We are on number 16. We can say echarse a reír to say to bust out laughing. For example, le conté nuestra idea y se echó a reír. I told them our idea and they busted out laughing. Rude. To say to back out of something, you could say echarse para atrás. Echarse para atrás. Yes, the word para is there, but a lot of native speakers say pa. They shorten para for pa. So you might hear it more as echarse pa. Echarse pa atrás. Echarse para atrás. En vez de para. Here's how we use this in an example. Me diste tu palabra. Ahora no se puede echar para atrás. You gave me your word. You can't back out now. Number 18, echar en cara, is another way to say to reproach, which is kind of like, in my head, like reprimand or gets mad at type thing. Por ejemplo, mi mamá siempre me echa en cara cuando no le ayuda en casa. My mom always reproaches me when I don't help her in class, or my mom always reprimands me when I don't help her around the house. Did I say class the first time? I meant house. We all love a good nap, and we can also use the verb echar with the phrase to nap. So you would say echar una siesta, to take a nap. Por ejemplo, estoy cansada. Voy a echar una siesta. I'm so tired. I'm going to go take a nap. Echar a llorar, to burst out in tears. Cuando mi padre se fue, me eché a llorar. When my dad left, I burst into tears. Echar a volar, to become independent or free from somebody or something. I kind of like this one. I feel like it's super poetic because it's almost like you're being thrown into flying. You fly solo. I'm flying solo. You know that song? Wait, I'm flying solo. I'm flying solo, solo. You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of poetic, though, the word that they use in Spanish. So, echar a volar, to become independent or to be rid of something. In a kind of negative example, I'm going to say, ¿Cuándo le vas a echar a tu novia? ¿Cuándo le vas a echar a tu novia? When are you going to get rid of your girlfriend? Echar la culpa is to blame or put the blame on somebody. And there's actually a super popular Hispanic song called Échame la culpa with Demi Lovato and Luis Fonsi. And it's a bop. It's a really great song. So listen to it and you'll hear Échame la culpa all the time in that song. So they're talking about blame me. Blame somebody, you're blaming me. Por ejemplo, yo no hice nada, pero mis padres siempre me echan la culpa. I didn't do anything, but my parents always blame me. Echarse un novio or echarse una novia, to get a girlfriend, to get a boyfriend. Ya es la hora de que te eches a una novia. Now it's time you go get a girlfriend. Number 24, echar las campanas al vuelo, to celebrate. And you're like, what? Not celebrar? Yes, you can use celebrar, but I'm telling you, the million uses of the verb echar, this is one of them. For example, no echemos las campanas del vuelo. Let's not celebrate. And finally, you guys, número 25. Finally, number 25. Echarse las manos a la cabeza, to throw your hands on your head, to throw your hands in the air. Cuando metí el autogol, el entrenador se echó las manos a la cabeza. When I scored on my own goal, the coach threw his arms up in the air. As you can see, there are so many uses of the verb echar, and if you're on your journey to becoming more fluent and native sounding after you've gotten down the basics, this video is perfect for you. All 25 of these, don't feel like you have to tackle them right away. It's difficult, and just pick a couple week by week to study and focus on. But what are you guys waiting for? Hit that notification button, subscribe, and share my channel so we can add more people to our comunidad. I'll see you next time on Everyday Español for more Spanish just like this. Adios.